So I'm having lunch at work and I decided to talk about my dreams. Big mistake. Rule number one is like, don't share your business at work, especially corporate, because these people are not your friends. But me being loose-lipped, of course I had to share what was on my mind in the conversation. So we were on the topic of dreams and I was talking about the kind of life I want, how I want like this specific work arrangement, and how like I want to work a specific type of career, completely the opposite of what I'm doing right now. Oh yeah, she was like, oh, how are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? How are you gonna do that? And I was just thinking to myself, like, you asked the question and I answered the question, and then you're being bare passive aggressive about the question. So what is this about? Excuse me. Except I didn't say any of that. There was a brief pause of silence, and then I was like, well, I don't know, like I'll just figure it out in it, and then we moved on. And all I know is that I left so mad. Like, I was walking back to my desk muttering under my breath, like, oh, I should have said something. I should have said something. But like, I'm too smart to do that. I know I'd lose my job if I open my mouth. But it felt like I'd lost a fight or something. It's like one of my siblings got the last laugh. So you know how I said I have those two qualities at the start? With those qualities, you meet two types of people. One, people who you become friends with. And two, people who hear you talk and want to humble you and crush the light that you have that they don't. I'm going to be talking about type 2. I call these people the how people. Like, honestly, whenever I talk to them, I say it in my head like some secret blasphemous slur. They don't think certain things can be done. They don't see themselves doing extraordinary things with their life. And they don't see a world where they're living life. They see life as life's happening to them. You can live life however you want. Like, that's perfectly fine. But when you're trying to make me feel dumb for me working towards like very, very high in the sky dreams, like it gets me so mad. Like, why do you care that I said if someone severed my leg, I'd hope to grow a new one? Like, mind your business. Like, why does that make you so angry? There's probably loads of reasons why people think like that, which is fair, but like, this isn't about that today. One thing you need to understand is that people with this mindset are infectious. Like, their words scale the walls of your back and climb into your ears and unleash a verbal Trojan horse. But luckily, my good friend Namaya taught me a little bit about how to actually deal with these how people. And I'm going to share that with you today. So Namaya had to take some leave off work because his flat burnt down. Like, the other tenants took the insurance settlement and left, but he said, nah, like, this is my home, I'm rebuilding, even though it seemed insane. He never fully disclosed what he was doing to anyone, who just went about his business. If they needed to know, he kept it brief, and if they didn't, he didn't tell them. So he rocked up to his home now, got some people to help him, and they're making a start on the ruins. 3 how people come, they're like, oh, like, what are you trying to do? Like, you trying to rebuild that? Like, don't you see it's burnt up? And Namaya looks at them and says, you see my God, like, he's with me. Like, when I'm done with the building, I don't want to hear it from you. So people see what Namaya's doing and come to help him in the cause. And the how people come back, like, just insulting him, saying like, you can't really fix this, can you? Like, come on, like, just take the settlement money and go. And Namaya's like, no. And then the how people start plotting against him. Namaya susses it out. And then the how people start threatening him. And Namaya's now carrying weapons to protect himself, him and the other people he's building with, because he's not stopping his work for nothing. And over the course of 52 days, I think that's what he told me anyways, Namaya has enough people working with him for this place to be fully rebuilt. How mad is that? And when the how people learned of this, they were speechless. So how does Namaya's story relate to me, a big mouth person with their head in the sky? What I've learned is that whether you're big mouth or not, the how people will still find a way into your life. Like, all you can do is stand on business and keep the importance of what you're trying to do at the forefront of your mind. Even if you've got a mad idea like taking swimming lessons in hopes of being the best dolphin that jumps through hoops for tourists in Portugal, that's kind of mad, but like, maybe you'll get close. And if Hamilton can like go from a bastard orphan son of a whore to a founding father, why can't you go from where you are to where you want to be? Anyways, to conclude, don't waste time trying to silence the noise. Let it fade into the background. When you're far enough down the path that you've chosen, the sound of the how people will no longer carry. So yeah, that's me finished. My question to you is, how would you address the how people if they were all up in your face? Also, if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, Alicia Theodore.